Hey, what up, guys? Happy Friday, everybody. We'll get started here in just a couple minutes. I'm just getting things finished on my end. Sorry if anybody's been messaging me and I've been unavailable to get back to you guys. This week was pretty lousy for me. Came down with the sickness this week, so I was sick this week. Took 3 days off of work, even, so not my favorite week. I'll put it that way. But I'm on the mend. I was able to get everybody's orders out from last week, and unfortunately, my daughter's birthday was Tuesday. Tuesday was my daughter and my dad's birthday, and well, I'll just put it this way: 22 of the 24 hours in the day I was in bed on Tuesday. So, worked out that I didn't have a break scheduled for this Tuesday, and it also works out that we're gonna do some celebrations this weekend for my family. So I am drinking water tonight, so there won't be any beer, unfortunately, in the break room tonight. Very rare occasion, but definitely will be hoping to partake in some beverages this weekend. So I figured tonight might be a good night to still keep clear of the adult beverage clan. So just a heads up on that. All right. Let's see. Let me do what I gotta do here. I think I have almost everything all set up, ready to go. Let me grab some gloves. Make sure that I didn't get any last second emails as well with anybody backing out of any spots. I have drank the last of our ginger ale. We had an untouched cranberry ginger ale from the holidays. It was like ginger ale zero, something like that. And that is no longer in business at our house. I finished that this week. It was that. A lot of tea, lemon and ginger and all that good stuff. So that was on my docket. All right, let me just look at one thing real quick and then we'll get started. All right. Almost everything is sold out tonight, so just a 411 on that. I have 8 spots remaining in the grab bag break. If you want to grab a spot in the grab bag break, that's it. That's all that's left. Everything else is sold out. Bring you on camera right here. All right, so you can see the camera. This is the break room if you are new. Welcome, welcome. Let me show you what the break, what is on tap and what is scheduled for us here in the break room. So just because of all the travel we've been doing, it's mostly been Friday breaks, but that's okay. We've had some fun here on Fridays. We do have a Tuesday break coming up scheduled for everybody. But we are going to be breaking tonight, next Friday, and then we'll be breaking again on the 10th. Everything you'll see is completely sold out for tonight. The only thing that's still available are these grab bag spots. $12 gets you a random spot. There are 1 guaranteed Gold Rush value pack, 2 autographed 8x10 photos, and the Cardinals spot from the Gold Rush, and then we're going to do one of those 2020 TriStar mini helmets. The last one I have of that as well. So you get a random spot from that. So that's it. That's all that's available. Just a few grab bag spots. Everything else sold out. Yeah. Let me bring you back and show you it. As long as you bought 5 or more spots, I always have something going on in the break room. Alright, so 5 or more spots is always going to get you something for free. Tonight, 5 or more spots will get you the following: a pack of 2022 Panini Contenders football, a pack of Parkhurst 1991 throwback hockey, some Topps NBL 22-23, some Triple Play baseball 2013, and then some 2026 Collector's Edition Series 1 Sage Football Pack. Alright, so as long as you bought 5 or more spots, you get that. If you bought 10 or more spots, let's talk about your upgrade. All right, so 10 or more spots, you're going to get the following. You're going to get a Jumbo 2021 Chronicles Baseball pack, one of those 2026 Stage Football Collector's Editions Low Series packs, 21-22 Upper Deck Hockey, a Absolute Gravity 2025 Football pack, and some Monopoly Prism Basketball 24-25. All right, so as long as you buy 5 or more spots, something's coming your way. Whether you get 1 hit, 10 hits, no hits, you're going to get something in the mail. That's always going to be the case here in the break room with Dad Breaks. Alright, guys. Well, we're trying to stay warm. Troy, it's actually negative 4 degrees right now here in Pittsburgh. I'm sure it's negative with others, so. But. Alright. Putting some gloves on. Let's do this. Let's have some fun in here. Hope everybody's doing well. Watching without volume. Hey, no worry, Daniel. Daniel, if you have any questions, let us know. Let me put this out there. These sign the slabs out there. Alright, it looks like I have everything in place. Let's do the break you guys see on the screen. It is a brand new case. Brand new case. It'll be a football Series 1 jersey. So it's a brand new case. Alright, football for Series 1 jersey. I'm going to have everybody out there going to give me on one line only, 2 NFL teams throughout the evening. And this could be for anybody that's new, including the person out there that said they had no volume. Was that Daniel? Yes, Daniel. Give me 2 teams, 1 line. If you correctly guess the team that comes out of this box, you'll get a chance here at a box of mystery. Alright, so give that a cut there. Here as well. All the way across. Alright. This is box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 at the top, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is on the bottom. Alright, put that there. We'll go over to random.org. What up, Jake? I hope everybody gets a hat trick. That'd be amazing. Alright, and then we use random.org anytime we do this. Put over to random.org. List randomizer. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4. Box number 4. So it's the 4th one down. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be box 4. This guy right here. Alright, so this box right there. Now we're going to figure out who's got what spot. Alright, we have Daniel in the house with the Cardinals, Falcons, Ravens, Bills, Panthers, Bears, Bengals, and Browns. Charlene's got the boys. Jared with the Broncos. David's got the Lions. Daniel's got the Packers, the Texans, the Colts, and the Jags. William's got the Chiefs. Daniel with the Raiders. David with the Chargers. Daniel's got the Rams, David's got the Dolphins and the Vikes, Daniel with the Pats and the Saints. Mike's in the house. Welcome to the Big Show, Mike. And Daniel, you guys are in this action. Jackson, we've got Mike with the Giants, Jake with the Jets, and then Daniel closing it down with the Eagles, Steelers, Niners, Seahawks, Bucks, Titans, and Commanders. No more guesses. No more guesses, guys. Alright, for this break, we're going to use Game On, my daughter's Game On. It's a piece of pizza, or whole pizza, really. Everything made from scratch. It makes a lot of these good luck charms that we use here. Alright, secondary seal is going to be right there. There's our box, 2026 Series 1. Alright, give this a cut all the way across. Good luck, everybody. See the number 10, I see a cheetah. Look at that. We have from the Miami Dolphins, Tyreek Cheetah Hill, Miami Dolphins. That is a David hit. David, look at that. Miami Dolphins, Beckett on the authentication. That is a Miami Dolphins jersey. Congratulations, David. All right, David starting the board strong. Hot dog. Yeah, Jake, Hot Dog Frank is, but my voice is going to make Hot Dog Frank sound a little bit different. Oh, yeah. All right. So let me mark this down here for David. Miami Dolphins, Tyreek Hill. On an alternate jersey. All right. Let's put this Dolphins guesses. All right, Dolphins. Where are my Dolphins guesses? Stacy and David. All right, it's going to be a battle between Stacy and David here for the first giveaway of the night. All right, Stacy and David, first giveaway of the night. All right, there'll be 2 hits and 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy in there. All right, so 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, so these are going to be your box options. You're going to have silver, gingerbread, and trash. Silver, gingerbread, and trash are going to be the options. Correct, Daniel. That is correct. Alright. It is going to be... Well, hold on, Stacy. It's actually between you and David on this one. David got it correct as well. Stacy and David. Alright, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, it's actually made David on this one. Alright, David. You get to pick a box of mystery. Correct, Daniel. All right, silver it is. Give me 1 second, David. Let me just pull that up. Yesterday, this week. So yeah, Daniel, just pulling up an auction here. Just like here, 1 autographed and authenticated jersey box. I try to go in as much detail in the description, and then I go over all the rules and everything in there. Hopefully that didn't confuse you. I try to be as transparent as possible with everything. A single, signed jersey box. Don't talk about a case or anything anywhere. Just making sure. All right, guys. You went with silver, David. All right, David. Let's go with this. That means you passed up on the trash. The trash had a pack of Prism 2025, Prism 2025 football. So we did pass up on that. And then we passed up on Christmas or gingerbread. Inside of the gingerbread was a Futures multi-sport with a guaranteed auto pack. So we did miss out on that. All right. That means, David, you are going to get to show your son what the whammy looks like. All right. All right, David, coming out of here is look at this. Look at this bow tie. Dr. Seuss bow tie. You are going to be strapping and looking stylish with this bad boy coming to your house right next to your Tyreek Cheetah Hill jersey. All right. Congratulations, David. You are welcome. All right. Well, give me a second here. You know what? Let's get right into our divisional breaks. Let's go right into our divisional breaks. We'll do this, and then we'll figure out all the grab bag stuff, and give me a moment to get into that. All right, we have a brand new series for the mini helmets. I'm going to have everybody out there. You are going to give me one NFL division. Every single person, put in the chat one NFL division. All right? We have a new series. And we have boxes 1 and 2 for this. All right. 1 and 2 are the opportunities here. Boxes 1 and 2. 1 is our placeholder. 1 and 2. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 1. All right, box 1. So it's this guy, the one that's out there right now, box number 1. All right. We have Mike with the AFC East. Jake has the AFC North. Christopher has the AFC South. Mark has the AFC West. Daniel, the NFC East. Jake, the NFC North. Thomas has the NFC South. And Jake has the NFC West. All right, give me that division. And like I said, at the end of all these divisional breaks, I'll take 4 people to get a box of mystery. There'll be 5 boxes, and one of them will have a whammy. All right, guys, good luck. Going to call no more guesses. No more guesses. Someone called for Hot Dog Frank. Oh, yeah, here we go. Big hit. Oh, yeah. All right, box 1. This is sealed up all the way around. We're going to give this a cut into it, see what we got. We have a Steeler. Oh, I know this signature. Look at that. That is a cool looking AFC North. AFC North. We have Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell on the hit right there. And that is a Beckett authenticated Le'Veon Bell throwback Steelers helmet right there. Le'Veon Bell. All right, AFC North. That is going out to Jake. Jake, there you go. Jake, you were just asking about Hot Dog Frank, and he's bringing the love. All right, Le'Veon Bell. Right. AFC North for the guesses. Jeff, I've got you with Mr. Hawks. AFC North. Thomas, got you in there. Troy. Sure. Stacy. You are in there. Jake got the hit and the guess. All right, that is everybody. Jeff, Thomas, Troy, Stacy, and Jake, congratulations. Your names have been added. All right, let me grab up here. I've got the full-size football. This here is box 2. If you like the division you guess, go ahead, put it out there again. If you want to change it up, go ahead, but you have to put a divisional guess out there for us. All right, so go ahead, put a divisional guess. I have 2 and 4. 2 and 4 as possibilities here. Ooh, need that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2, the one that's out there. All right, guys, we're going to get right into this. So put your guess in. David, you've got the AFC East. John has the AFC North. We have Jeff with the AFC South. Chad, the AFC West. Daniel, the NFC East. And then David's got the NFC North, South, and West. All right, friends. I'm going to call this here no more guesses. Good luck, everyone. Game on. Let's get that pizza back out there for box 2. Box 2. Front, back, side. There's a cut. There's another. Slight pop up. All right, we have back-to-back Steeler hits. Back-to-back Steeler hits. This one's a big-time throwback. How about this? How about we slash our way into the hit parade? We have Cordell / Stewart. Cordell / Stewart, 1995's dual threat. Well, multiple threat. Running back, quarterback, wide receiver. Heck, he even punted a little bit as a Steeler even. All right, so there we go. Cordell Stewart, back-to-back hits, AFC North. This time it's going to be John. John on the hit. Cordell Stewart. All right. AFC North again. AFC North. Not a lot of AFC North guesses this time around. In fact, none. All right, no AFC North guesses on that. So we're just sticking with ones that were correct on our first go around with the mini helmet. All right, guys. Baseball jersey. Baseball jersey. Go ahead, put a guess in for your baseball jersey guess. And we know it's going to be box 6. It's this guy right here. It looks nicer backwards. We'll just leave it like that for you guys. But box 6 is going to be used. Go ahead, give me a divisional guess for the baseball jersey. We are looking at David with the AL East, AL Central, AL West, Daniel the NL East, Jeff the NL Central, and Zachary's got the NL West. We are due for an American League hit. We're just saying we're due. All right, guys. No more guesses here. Good luck, everybody. Let's get our good luck baseball duck out there. Quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. All right, box 6. We're going to cut into this right there. See what we got. All right, the number 10. The number 10. We have a Gary Sheffield. Gary Sheffield. This looks like it's National League as well. Let me check. I think we might have a Dodger Sheffield. Let me see. I think this might be a Los Angeles Dodger. It is Los Angeles Dodger Gary Sheffield. This is when he was traded in the Bobby Bonilla deal. Sheffield. Wait, no. Sheffield. Is this when he went to the Dodgers? With Bonilla? I'm trying to remember if that's correct. I know it's the Mike Piazza trade, right? Sheffield was in the Piazza trade. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I'm pretty sure Sheffield was part of the Piazza deal. One second here. Marking this down. Gary Sheffield. 1 second. Piazza was a beast. Such a good hitter for a catcher. Alright, give me a second here. Griffey was so much fun, but as a catcher, Piazza was definitely a fun player to follow. No doubt about that. Alright. NL for our hit, so this will be NL West. NL West was Zachary. Alright, Zachary's probably got this on the trade block already. Not gonna lie, Zach's probably already got this on the trade block already. Alright. Alright. NL West. NL West. Sorry about that there. NL West. Shauna. What up, Shauna? Hope you're well. Shauna has the NL West. Let's see. NL West. Also got June. Shauna and June. I think that's all I have correct. If I missed somebody, let me know. But Shauna and June are the only two correct guesses that I saw. What up? All right. Zach, congratulations. All right, go ahead, give me a division, or give me a guess here for the 8x10 and 16x20. So you're going to say active or retired baseball, active or retired football, active or retired basketball, hockey, or other. Excuse me. And again, that is Gary Sheffield, Jersey. All right, pull this out. We're going to be using a photo from here and one of these 16x20s. All right, 8x10. Our options in here, we have 3 left. 1, 6, and 7. 1, 6, and 7 are the possibilities for the 8x10. 1, 6, and 7. 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 7 on the 7th time. All right, let me cross out 7 on my cheat sheet. Number 7's right there. We are going to put this back here. We're going to be using some photos potentially later. All right, I have box 1 as a placeholder for 16x20. We also have numbers 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So every number but 3 remains from this case. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7 times. 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 10. Let's grab box 10 real quick. Alright, so coming on box 10. Coming off here, box 1. Alright, friends. We are looking at Zachary with active and retired baseball. Mark has active football. Jake has retired football. Mark has active basketball. George has retired basketball. Rick has hockey. And Mark is going with other. No more guesses. No more guesses. Let's go. Here we go. Big hits. Oh, yeah. Spoonie. What do you want, Spoonie? Hall of Famer. All right. Not a Hall of Famer, but from the Denver Broncos, we have active football player J.K. Dobbins. When healthy, he's a beast. Big when healthy problem, but Nice looking photo right there of J.K. Dobbins. All right, Mark, that'll be coming your way. Active football, J.K. Dobbins. Right, nice one, Mark. All right, 16 by 20. Let's go. Box 10, box 10. Sealed up. Doing its thing. Give this a cut that way. And then that way. Now across. Alright, friends, here we go. We are looking at baseball. Baseball, active baseball. Defensive gem. He's got to work on his hitting still. We have Christian Pache. Christian Pache on our active baseball player right there. Active with quotation marks. Active Christian Pache, a gem of a defender. Unfortunately, still trying to find out where that glove is. Alright, Christian Pache. Part of that Matt Olson deal. Alright, Zach. 2 hits on the night for Zach so far. Alright. Active baseball and active football for that. What up, Zach? Congrats on a good start. Alright, so Thomas, your name is getting added. Mr. Evans, hope you are well. The actor is getting added. Matt, what up, Matt? Matt, your name is added. So is Mike / Charlene and Daniel W. Alright, that's everybody here. So I just added Thomas, Mike, Matt, Daniel, Mike / Charlene. Alright, Zach. Sounds good. If anybody's interested in... Hey, is my name C. Poozy? Did you guess correctly? Well, we'll add you, C. Poozy. I don't even know who you are, but we didn't have... It's technically not retired baseball. He's still active. But you know what? You seem new. I'm adding you. Alright, guys. We have the Hockey Puck. Last divisional break here, guys. Last divisional break. Alright. This is... Well, we're just going to bring them all out. We're just going to bring them all out. That'll be the number 8. But, well, we'll do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 on the top, 8 on the bottom. That'll help us figure out which puck to use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, this will be the 7th one down. So the next to the bottom be the one we use here. Next to the bottom. Alright, so that's going to be this one. And that's actually puck 95. Puck 95 right there. So that's the one we're going to use, friends. Alright, guys. Puck 95. Alright, in this break, we have David with the Atlantic. Daniel's got the Metro. David has the Central. And Thomas looking to hit big in the Pacific. Alright, guys. I'm calling this no more. Hey, Mike, I'm glad to hear that. I know that you've been through a rough one there. But has that been about 5 weeks? I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I was guessing 5 weeks. How long has it been now, Mike? Alright, no more guesses. All right. This is puck 95. Got a good luck. Hockey duck. Quack, quack. All right. There are going to be one cut and one cut. Ooh, we have a case hit. A case hit coming in late on the buy-in tonight. Look at this. Los Angeles Kings Stanley Cup champions. This is the 2012 Stanley Cup champions. Anton Kopitar. Anton Kopitar. Look at that. Pacific on the hit. Thomas with a beautiful hit right there. Anton Kopitar. Nice hit, Thomas. Anton Kopitar. All right, Thomas. Anton Kopitar on the hit. All right, 6 weeks. Yeah, but I am glad to hear that too. Anton Kopitar. All right, Thomas. Pacific. June and Jake with correct guesses. Hey, see Puzio, you're all good. Thomas with the hit and the correct guess. All right, those are the only 3 names I saw for Pacific. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to put 5 boxes of mystery out there. All right, 5 boxes of mystery. All sorts of good stuff loaded up here. There'll be one whammy out there. 5 boxes of mystery. All right. Right, we are in business. All right, here we go. We have the police, we have silver, we have rose gold, we have trash, and then we have flowers. Top 4 unique names are going to get to pick a box here. Top 4 unique names will get to pick a box. All right, 7 times. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Thomas, Daniel, June, and Matt. Each of you will get to pick a box of mystery here. Thomas, Daniel, that's Daniel W. June and Matt P. You each get to pick a box of mystery. Go ahead, make your selection, and first come, first serve on those selections. All right, so I'm going to put Thomas, Daniel, June, and Matt. All right, Matt went with the police. June with the gold. Thomas, you get to pick, and so does Daniel. Daniel W. Daniel, you get to pick as well. All right, flower and silver. No one wants the trash. All right, that's what we're leaving behind here is the trash. All right, so everybody here passed up on a pack of UConn basketball. UConn basketball cards, men and women. All right, so passed up on that. All right, then we went with flowers. And flowers are going out to Daniel. Daniel, here are the flowers. You are going to be a happy camper. How about some 2025 Prism football? All right. 2025 Prism football to Daniel. All right, Daniel, let's see what we're pulling here. see if we can get you some heat. All right. How about a Josh Hines Allen? A Devontae Adams? A Juwan Jennings? Look at that. Juwan Jennings is a Prism Parallel. Prism Parallel Juwan Jennings. Disco. And Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl champion Jalen Hurts. And a little Kid Reporter love. All right. Not bad. All right. Those cards coming your way. Daniel. You are welcome. Silvers to Thomas. All right, Thomas, here comes silver. Inside of silver, you have a Topps Chrome basketball. Topps Chrome basketball. All right, this is Topps Chrome Mega Pack. All right, Topps Chrome Mega Pack. Let's see what you're getting out of here, Thomas. DeMar DeRozan. Steph Curry. There's a Jimmy Butler on a nice looking Chrome card. Nice looking Jimmy Butler. There is a DeJounte Murray. A Deron Holmes rookie. And there's Jaime Hawkins. Nice injury prone when he was a rookie. But played a lot of, getting a lot of run this year. A lot of run. Jaime is. All right, Thomas. Next up was gold. All right, gold. We'll go rose gold to June. June, here we go. Oh, June, look at this. Whammy! You are going to get a whole set of 8 beautiful mermaid pens. These stylish things. Ooh, you will be looking the part when you wear these. And, well, you're not wearing them, but when you write with these guys. All right, all 8 of these mermaid pens are coming your way, June. Delicious and delightful mermaids. All right, June. All right, Matt, you went with the police. And these bad boys, you are going to get a hobby pack. All right, it is a hobby baseball. One of every 2.5 packs has an auto or mem card. So one of every 2.5 has an auto or mem card out of these hobby packs. So pretty good odds of getting something. Not guaranteed, but good odds. All right, there is a Brett Lillick, Thomas Eichelman. You have an Elias Diaz catcher, actually all-star catcher. It's not an auto in here, but it is a short print, 107 of 200. Elias Diaz, all-star catcher. Thomas Zabecki and Austin Allen. But you got a nice looking die cut of an all-star catcher, Elias Diaz. All right, guys. That'll do it for those giveaways. You are welcome. I need a moment. I need a quick moment to just get caught up on the orders that came in since we started, since we now are sold out of all of those grab bag spots. Let me go grab the grab bags, as they say. I think it's going to start with Jake. I think Jake got the first grab bag, but I want to make sure I have that correct. Right. I had Jets. That. No, Jake. It was not Jake. It was Jeff. All right, Jeff. You had the first grab bag. You got 4 of them. Thank you, Jeff. 1, 2, 4. Then we had June with 3 grab bags. 2, 3. David had a couple grab bags. 1 and 2. This. Andrew, James, Stacy, Jeff, Chris, and Paul. Alright, so Paul grabbed 3 grab bags and he grabbed one of the signed and slabbed. And Chris got the other signed and slabbed. What up, Chris? And 3 grab bags as well. 5. Sorry, Chris, you had 5. I misread that. Jeff, Mr. Hawks, you had 3 grab bags. 2, 3. Stacy has a grab bag. Got him in there. James has 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. Andrew's got 2 grab bags. 2, and last but not least, we will have Charlene, Jake, Mike, Justin, and Thomas. All right, I'm just doing these, getting these out of the way, and then we can do the grab bags here. Thank you guys. You guys are very much appreciated. Everybody appreciated. Seems like these have been a fun one, so thank you guys. Mr. Evans, going to put you in here with 2. Mike W, got you in with 2 as well. Jake, have you in with 2. And then last but not least, Charlene has 2. Alright. So let's do this. We're going to do the grab bag. There are going to be not 1 but 2 photos. So there'll be 2 photos. Let me make sure I have 1, 2, 5, 9, and 10. Alright, I have that lined up correct. Alright, so there'll be 2 photos. And then someone's going to have their choice of left or right for a Gold Rush value pack. And then we'll do the mini helmet. Alright, let's do our grab bag. If you are new, welcome. This is something we've added recently. It's a 2026 idea that we had. Alright, so you can see right here, here's a list of all the names. These are the options that they have. We're going to copy Charlene's name all the way up to Jeff. We're going to take this over into random.org. Ignore this. It's to get rid of any, weird font sizes or anything. And then we're going to paste these right back. And the top one will get the that special Gold Rush value. And then everybody else will be lined up with the specific spot as mentioned. Here's 5, here's 6. This will be the order right here, 7 times. All right, Michael Evans, you're going to get that special giveaway. Jeff is going to get an auto photo, and so will Christopher P. All right, that is the special giveaways. This is the look of that order right there. And I'm going to bring it back into right here. And we're going to paste it. So Mr. Evans, you're going to get the value pack. Jeff will get a photo. Christopher is going to get a photo. David M is going to get the Cardinals in the full size. And then this is the look at that mini helmet. These are the teams you guys will be lined up with. And I'll show you that a little bit closer here in a second. All right, Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans, go ahead. You can, I'm going to use, we'll use, where is that button? It is this one right here. This is the one we're going to be using. Mr. Evans, you can let me know left or right, and then Jeff S and then Christopher P can pick a photo. I have numbers 1, 2, 5, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 5, 9, and 10. All right, Mr. Evans, taking the one on the right. We'll take the one on the left out. And then Jeff and 9 and 5. All right, Jeff went with 9 and 5. All right. Chris went with 5. All right. This is number 9. That is 2. That is 5 right here. All right. We'll actually need these potentially later, so we'll just put it up there. All right. Number 5, Mr. P, Christopher P. You are going to get number 5. This is Christopher's. This is the photo we're going to open up for Christopher. This is automatically Christopher's autographed 8x10 photo. All right, you are going to have a Phil Villapiano. Phil Villapiano, this is a throwback, 70-80s player for the Raiders. Phil Villapiano, former Super Bowl champion for the Raiders. All right, Chris, Phil Villapiano coming your way. Let me mark that down. All right, Chris. All right, Jeff. Let's open up Jeff's. Jeff, your 8x10 was box number 9. Box 9. All right, so we're going to go from there down to here. Give this an open. Oh, look at this. How about that? Running back Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor on an autographed 8x10 with the Colts now. He was a Wisconsin Badger there, though. Jonathan Taylor on a Beckett authenticated photo. That's a great hit. Absolutely great hit for you there. All right, Jeff. Jonathan Taylor. All right, Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans, here is your Gold Rush value pack. There are 3 cards in here. Let's see what's coming out of here for Mr. Evans. All right, 3 cards. Your first one is a black and white rookie. You have a black and white rookie of Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving. All right. Then you are going to have a short print DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan coming out of here. And then check out your autographed rookie. Check this out. Autographed Champ Bailey autographed rookie right there. The shutdown Hall of Fame cornerback Champ Bailey autograph right there. That's awesome. 2006 Fleer Champ Bailey. All right, that'll be coming your way. Congratulations. That is coming your way, Mr. Evans. All 3 of those. All right, now I will go in. I have to put, so David M., you had the full-size Arizona Cardinals spot. So you had the full-size Arizona Cardinals. So your name is not going to be seen on the rest. But Jeff H., all the way down to Mike W., are going to be in this mini helmet break that you guys currently see on the screen right now. All right, I am going to go ahead. It's going to be this mini helmet. It's the only one I have. I had 2. No more of these. We won't probably ever see a 2020 mini helmet from TriStar again in my break room. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hit refresh on this. This is the list. If anybody wants to make a trade, you can. I'll give you guys about 10 seconds to discuss a trade. While you do that, everybody out there, give me one NFL team. That's all you have to do, one NFL team. If you correctly guess a team here, automatically going to get a box of mystery. Everybody guesses correctly will get a box of mystery here. 1 team per person to guess. If anybody wants to make trade, go ahead and discuss that in the chat as well. With all that said, Jeff has the Cardinals. Justin with the Falcons. That's Jeff H with the Cardinals. Justin with the Falcons. Charlene has the Ravens. Christopher with the Bills. Jake has the Panthers. Paul with the Bears. Jeff H has the Bungles. We have Christopher with the Browns and the Bengals. Jeff S with the Broncos, Christopher with the Lions, Andrew's got the Packers and Texans, Jeff H has the Colts, June with the Jags, Paul has the Chiefs, June has the Raiders, Jake with the Chargers, James has the Rams, Paul with the Dolphins, June has the Vikes, Stacy with the Pats, James has the Saints, Mike has the Giants, Jeff has the Jets, Jeff S with the Jets, James has the Eagles, TQ with the Steelers, Charlene has the Niners, Jeff S with the Seahawks, David M with the Bucks, Michael Evans has the Titans, and Mike has the Commanders. All right. Anybody talking trade here? Lots of pondering. So James has the Eagles, and I guess James, are you talking Rams or Eagles for the Bills? Is that the answer? And Christopher has the Bills. Christopher, not sure if James who he's looking to trade off there, but just throwing those ideas out there. Give you guys 10 seconds. If I don't hear anything from anybody, we're just gonna rip this open and go in there. Makes sense. All right, Christopher, do you have interest in the Eagles or the Rams for the Bills? It's up to you. He's interested in your Bills spot, and is offering. He has the Rams. All right, Rams it is. I'm gonna make that swap. I'm confirming Rams for the Bills. Rams for the Bills. All right. I'm gonna say no more trades. No more trades here, guys. What up, George? See if it'll let me refresh that. All right, it did. You guys are in. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Good luck to those with the trade. Hope it doesn't backfire. And obviously, if someone hits, it will. But hoping the best for everybody. Here we go. Box 10. Sealed up. Play around. Let's pull this out. See what we got. Good luck, everybody. Box number 10. 2020 TriStar product here. I'd love to pull one of those rookies. 2020 draft class was loaded. Jonathan Taylor, we already seen him tonight. All right. We have a Hall of Famer. From the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dermontti Dawson. That is going to go out to TQ. Thomas, congratulations. We have one of the legendary centers. Steelers have had a lot of great centers in the history of their team here. Dermontti Dawson, Hall of Famer right there. All right, so Dermontti Dawson, Hall of Famer, TriStar authenticated. And that is going out to TQ. All right. Steelers for the guesses here. Yeah, Steelers are hot tonight. 3 Steeler hits, correct? The crazy thing is none of the Steeler hits came out of Gold Rush, which is often a product that people sometimes associate with the Steeler hotness. All right. Steelers for guesses. Any Steelers guesses? I'm going through it real quick. I don't see a Steelers guess. Did I miss anybody with a Steelers guess? I don't see a Steelers guess here. Alright. No Steelers guess. Let's just throw a pack of Score 2022 out there. And as long as you put something out there, you'll get a chance at that. I'm just taking comments, guesses, all sorts of good stuff. As long as your name shows, you are going to get a chance here. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. This is TQ. TQ gets the giveaway as well. All right, TQ, congrats. All right, TQ. Sticker, TQ 2022 little score football pack. All right, Thomas. You have a Ray Allen, Chase Edmonds, Kirk Cousins, Deion Jones, MVS, Marquez Valdez Scantling. We have a Ramondre Stevenson, who has really looked good in these playoffs. Jalen Hurts, Evan Neal, Jamison Williams, rookie, nice pull. There's Eric. How about a nice Kayvon Thibodeau rookie? And Josh Allen, celebration. Not a bad pack. Got a couple nice rookies in there. All right, guys. I think we should do a little bit of, you know what? Let's do a little bit of baseball. All right. Just like we did with the football, we have a brand new case. And for this, I'm going to change things up. All you're going to do, give me a baseball division. Baseball division. If you guess correctly, the division that we end up using here for our box, you will get a chance here at a box of mystery. All right, so baseball division. That's all you have to do on this one. All right. Baseball division. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 on the top, 6 on the bottom. In the chat, give me a baseball division. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5. Box number 5. All right, so that's the 5th one down. That'll be this guy right there. All right, so we'll put that guy right over to the side. All right, guys, we have Jake with the Diamondbacks, Daniel with the Braves, Troy has the Orioles, Charlene with the Bo Sox, Troy with the Cubs, David's got the White Sox, Troy's got the Reds and the Guards, Jake has the Rocks, David with the Tigers, Troy's got the Astros, David with the Royals, Jake has the Angels and the Dodgers, Daniel with the Marlins, Jake has the Brewers, David with the Twins, Barbara's got the Mets, Troy's got the Yanks, David with the A's, Troy with the Phillies, Justin with the Pirates, Troy with the Padres, Zach's got his Giants, Brian with the Mariners, welcome to the big show, Brian. David's got the Cards, Jake with the Rays, David has the Rangers, Mike has his Jays, and Jake sitting there with the Nats. All right, no more guesses. Let's see what we have in store. Let's get the Whopper. A delicious treat no matter what day of the week. A tasty burger. All right. Let's give that a cut. See what we got. Good luck, everyone. Secondary seal right there. Give that a cut as well. Here's the pool. We have a catcher. A catcher. Man, does this guy have power. From the New York Mets. We have catcher Francisco Alvarez. Francisco Alvarez on the hit. This is going out to Barbara. Barbara, congratulations. Francisco Alvarez coming your way. Beckett on the authentication. All right. Barbara. Francisco Alvarez. Really big power for the Mets, especially when he doesn't break his hamate bone. Cisco. Right, NL East. NL East. Christopher, I've got you. Mike slash Charlene and Andrew, I've got you both. We are going to have, well, Christopher, you liked it so much you guessed it twice. George, I've got you. Hey, Troy, what up? All right, it's going to come down to Christopher P, Andrew, Mike slash Charlene, and George. I don't think I missed anybody. Yes, it was, Daniel. It was the Mets. All right. Yeah, ask Darren Dalton, the late Darren Dalton, how bad catching is on your knees. He talked about that extensively in his career. All right. Got some good stuff out here. We got some really good stuff out here as possibilities for the giveaway. You never know what box it might be in. I'm just telling you. All right. We have flower, silver, and rose gold. Flower, silver, and rose gold. All right, here we go. Top name, going to get to pick a box of mystery. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Mike slash Charlene Anderson. All right, Charlene, go ahead. Let me know which one you would like. All right, silver it is. Charlene, that means you passed up on the rose gold. Inside the rose gold was a box of Trinity Baseball 2024 with 1 memorabilia and 2 steel cards in your box. All right. Then you also passed up on the Flower Power. Inside the Flower Power was a pack of Chronicles Baseball. Chronicles Baseball. All right, Charlene. That is going to leave you with the whammy. But no, well, whammies are pretty equal, Charlene, because this whammy is some Ted Lasso love. All right, Ted Lasso, everybody's favorite coach, coming your way. All right, Charlene, congratulations. We'll be sending this Funko to you. You are welcome. All right. We will do. Let's do a full-size helmet. Why not? Let's do a full-size helmet. All right. I feel like doing a full-size helmet already. All right. So we have 1 helmet, and it'll be this helmet's the last one from this series. Next week you'll see a brand new series, so it won't even be associated with this here. So brand new series next week. All right, you guys, give me. Let's do it this way: 5 NFL players, 1 line. 5 players, 1 line. Everybody guesses correctly has a chance at a box of mystery. One of those boxes will give you a chance at this Jim Kelly autographed 8x10 photo from my man Jake. That's right, Jake. And I gotta throw some props out to Jake. Let's see if I can put up the legit shit or not. All right. 8x10. What up, Daniel? Hope you are well. All right. We have box 1 on the table. We also have boxes 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Wedding. Sounds like fun. Although, the way I have felt this week, maybe not for me. I've been way under the weather all week. I even had to take 3 days off from work this week. There's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1, the one that's out there. Let's roll with it. Alright, we do this break. Alright, guys. In our break, we have Matt with the Cardinals, Michael Motorcycle with the Falcons, Larry's got the Ravens, Mike has his Bills, Daniel's got the Panthers, Sarah's got the Bears, George has the Bungles, Mike has the Browns, Mike C with the Boys, Michael L with the Broncos, David with the Lions, Larry with the Packers, Matt's got the Texans, Jeff has the Colts, Case with the Jags, Brandon has the Chiefs, Michael Motorcycle with the Raiders, Sarah's got the Chargers, Scott's got the Rams, David's got the Dolphins, Sarah's got the Vikes, Case has the Pats, David has the Saints, Brandon with the Giants, Sarah has the Jets, Daniel with the Eagles, John has the Steelers, Mike has the Niners, Matt has the Seahawks, Mike has the Bucks, Sarah with the Titans, and David is sitting on the commode. Alright guys, no more guesses. Good luck. Good luck. Alright. Let's get our good luck football duck with its scarf on because it's cold outside. Box 1. So that is the seal. I guess just show you like that. Give it a cut. Well, look at that. We have a Buffalo Bills. Circle the wagons. Buffalo Bills. Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas on a Beckett authenticated Buffalo Bills jersey. Alright, so Buffalo Bills, that is going up to Mike. That'll be coming up north of the border to you, Mike. Buffalo Bills, Thurman. Alright, Thurman Thomas, let me mark that down. Thomas jersey. Alright. Box 37. Did we have any Thurman Thomas guesses, by the way? 7. Again, last one from this entire series. We'll have a new series up. I will have everything up for next Friday's break within about 2 minutes of our break ending tonight. So just a heads up on that. Quack, quack. This is the last one from that series. It is box 37. Alright, sealed up. All the way around. Front, sides. Maybe that was the front, I don't know. Hard to tell anymore, isn't it? Alright guys, good luck. There's the helmet. There's that. Alright, let's see. Pull this bad boy out of here. Alright, here we go. Look at that. We have a Lunar Eclipse helmet. No, that's just the Tennessee Titans old-fashioned helmet right there. We have CJ2K right there. Chris Johnson on the helmet. CJ2K, Chris Johnson on a Titans hit. Tennessee Titans. Alright, CJ2K. Sarah, congratulations. CJ2K helmet on the hit. Former first rounder, CJ2K. Alright. Let's see. Did we have any correct guesses? Andre Reed was a good guess, Mike. Chad Johnson, close. Wrong Johnson, same era. Mr. Burns had some good guesses there. Pierce. Mr. Hawks, I like the Pierce guess. Alright, nobody with the correct guess. Wait. OBJ. Chad Johnson. Oh, I thought I might have seen one there. Alright, no one with the correct guess. Let's do this. How about this? How about a guaranteed hobby pack from 2026? Guaranteed autograph hobby pack 2026. Let's open that up for somebody. Somebody's going to get that. I feel like doing this. As long as you put a guess in here. Alright, 7 times. Top name. Has to be a name. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are. 6. Here we go. 7th time. Daniel! Hey, I'm taking it. Daniel's at a wedding. I took it. It counts. Daniel, you're at a wedding, and you are going to get an autograph here. Daniel. Let's go, Daniel. Let's see if we can get you a big name. And these might be some names I might not even know. 2026 draft class. Maybe some of these guys even staying in for 2027. If they didn't declare. Alright, guys, here we go. Nick Harbor. Malik Rutherford. Byron Brown. We'll skip your auto. Skip the auto. Jaden Ballard. Chase Wilson. Keaton Wade. And your auto. Your auto is Trayvon Rudolph. Trayvon Rudolph on the auto. Alright, Daniel. That is what's coming your way. A little Trayvon Rudolph from the University of Toledo. Holy Toledo! You are welcome. All right. We'll save the Jim Kelly. We'll save him. Let's do the only break we're going to do all night that will not have a giveaway. But that said, it's the last time you will see this list ever. You'll never see a list just like this ever again. Alright. We know we're breaking box 4. That is the box that's right there that's on the table. That's the box we're going to be opening. Out there is guaranteed to be one jersey from our list. It could be Allen Iverson, could be Larry Bird, could be Troy Polamalu, could be any of those names in between AI and TP. Alright, but one of them is guaranteed. Inside that box is not 1. There is not 2. There are 3 jerseys in that box. One of them, again, is guaranteed to come from our list. Say we pull out of here a Jackson Churio. Well, Roman's going to be happy as all get out. But then say we pull out of here a Felipe Franks. I don't know, some random name I could think of. Felipe Franks is not on our list. And we would be razzing that off to all 35 names, including the Jackson Churio. Alright, we know box 4 is the one we're going to use. I'm going to read off the names in our break. We've got Chris with Allen Iverson. Rick's got Brett Hall. Juan's got Bucky Irving. Jake's got Charlie A.K. Winning Sheen. George has Chevy Chase. Charlene's got the Worm, Dennis Rodman. Juan's got Dick. Don't call me anything funnier than Butkus. Chris has Donovan McNabb. Jake has Ed O'Neill. Troy's got Fernando Tatis Jr. Scott's got the Big Heart Late Night Commercial. Jake has Jamar Chase. Roman has Jackson Churio. We have Mike with James Cook. Roman with Jeremy Roenick. Mike also going with Jim Kelly. John's got the GOAT before we knew what a GOAT was. Joe Montana. Troy's got Joe Torre. Mark has John Kruk. George has Bird. Mike has LT. Roman's got the Mighty Ducks cast. Mike has Nikola Jokic. We've got David with Peter Rose. Justin with Shea Rice. Charlene's got Reggie Jackson. Justin's got Ricky 420. Jared's got RJ Harvey. Roman's got Slam and Sammy Sosa. George has the Sandlot cast. Miguel's got the Diesel. Mark has Sean Kemp. Roman's got the Slapshot cast. Marquez, Trey Turner, and Michael Motorcycle Scott, Choi Palamalu. Hey Jeff, if you want to guess, it's fine. No prizes, but let's have some fun. Alright guys. We're going to use our Duck on Wheels. Duck on Wheels is the good luck charm here. This is a 50-cent mall Duck on Wheels that my daughter got. Alright. Good luck everybody. Let's give this a cut. This is box 4. Box 4, last one we have from our list out of 8 boxes. Alright, our first name, wow. Well, it might be our only one on our list. They put in this series, they put the hits on the top typically. We have Pete Rose. Look at that. Pete Rose on the hit right there. That's huge. Cincinnati Red legend. Future Hall of Famer Pete Rose going out to David. David, congratulations. Hall of Famer to be Pete Rose. R.I.P. All right, David. Alright, next one, not on our list. Alright, neither one are going to be on our list. These will both be razzed off. We have Billy White Shoes Johnson. Billy Johnson right here. Alright, Billy Johnson on a, that would be a Houston Oilers hit. And then, how about this? We have a hockey jersey. We have Butch Goring. Butch Goring on a jersey, autographed jersey from the Islanders. So we have Butch Goring and Billy White Shoes Johnson. Alright, Butch Goring and Billy White Shoes Johnson. Alright, backwards. Billy White Shoes going to be the first one, and Butch Goring will be the second one. Alright, I'm going to put all 35 names into random.org. The top name will get the Billy White Shoes. And the second name will get the Butch Goring. Alright, 7 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are, 6. Here we go, 7 times. Donovan McNabb's going to get Billy White Shoes. And Charlie Sheen is going to get Butch Goring. Kind of fits if you ask me. Alright. Billy White Shoes, this is Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb in tonight's break was Chris. Mr. Truman, your show is going to show up with a Billy White Shoes. And then the other one was Charlie Sheen. And tonight, Charlie Sheen is Jake. Jake, you're going to get a Butch Goring jersey. There you go, Jake. And that is JSA. Both of those are JSA. All right, let me mark these down for both of you guys. All right, Jake, Butch Goring. And then the Donovan McNabb Billy White Shoes Johnson jersey. Alright guys, congratulations. All 3 of you guys there. David, Jake, and Chris. Yes, Chris. Alright guys, our next break, we are going to go in and we're going to do This Week in Football. We're going to do a little football love here guys. Alright. This will be one mini helmet. Over there. Not one, but 2 jerseys on this break. Alright? I am going to have everybody out there give me 5 NFL players again. 5 NFL players. If it comes out of any of the 3 boxes we open, guaranteed to get a box of mystery. Guaranteed to get a box of mystery. There'll be no whammies. And someone's going to have a chance here at the autographed George Kittle photo. Autographed George Kittle photo right there, again, provided by Jake. Click that link. You'll check out his store on eBay. He's got some cool shit. SCH. Oh, shit. Fitz Creek had a sad night. Sad day, I guess you could say. All right. Let's do the mini helmet here. We got boxes 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. R.I.P. Kathleen O'Hare. 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3. This is for the mini. 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5. Box 5. This is the one I struggled on writing originally. That is a 5. That is a 1. All right, our jerseys on the table are 2 and 4. We also have 5, 6, 8, and 10. 2, 4. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 2 is staying, but 4 is going to get replaced by box 6. Alright, coming out, box 6. Box 6. Bid adieu to box 4. Box 4 back here for now, though. Alright, so it'll be 2, 6, and then we'll end it with the mini helmet, box 5. Alright, guys. We got David in the house here with the Cardinals. David M with the Cardinals. David J with the Falcons. Michael's got the Ravens. Case with the Bills. Matt's got the Panthers and the Bears. Mike has the Bungles. William's got the Brownies. Chris has the Boys. We've got Jared with the Broncos. David with the Lions. Larry with the Packers. Mike has the Texans. Jeff has his Colts. Troy with the Jags. Case has the Chiefs. Michael C with the Raiders. Jose with the Chargers. Michael C with the Rams. David M with the Dolphins. Michael C with the Vikes. Mike has the Pats. Matt has the Saints. Michael C with the Giants. Troy's got the Jets. Daniel R with his Eagles. Gilbert's got the Steelers and the Niners. Stacy's got the Seahawks. Case with the Bucks. Gilbert's got the Grapes and the Titans. And Jake is sitting on the commode. No more guesses. No more guesses, guys. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Dial it up. Bing, bing, bong. This is box 2. Our seal is right there. Branded. RSA Love. Give it a cut. Ooh, Bad Moon. Bad Moon. Here we go. We have Andre Rison. Andre Rison. That is a Beckett authenticated Andre Rison auto. Andre Rison. That is a Michigan State jersey. Michigan State jersey. And it's going to be based on games played. And honestly, don't know. Is it Colts? Is it probably not Colts? Is it Falcons? I don't know. Find out. Games played. Andre Rison. Yeah, I did think it was Colts. That read that quarterback trade. It'll be Atlanta. All right, so Jeff George was that trade, right? All right, Atlanta on the hit. And in this break, that is David J. David, congratulations. Mr. Jones, you're going to get some Bad Moon Rising. Andre Rison, Michigan State jersey. All right. Box 6. Box 6. Bloop, boop, boop. 6. So there's that seal on that. There. Williams. Ooh, look at that. That is a Detroit Lion. Detroit Lion wide receiver. This will be his college jersey here. Jameson Williams on a Lions hit. Detroit Lions, and that's David M. There you go, David. Congrats. Jameson Williams on a Lions hit. Wait, David, you just said nice hit, David. Oh, you were saying to the other David. I'm like, wait, David's saying nice hit to David? That's dumb. My mind can't handle that. All right, Jameson Williams. Congratulations. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Lions on the board. Jameson Williams. You are welcome. All right, this is box 5. Box 5. Bloop, bing, bing. Box 5, sealed up. Maybe your son's the good luck charm. Ooh. We have another Falcons hit. Look at this. This is a monster. Running back, Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson on the hit right there. Atlanta Falcon, Beckett authenticated. Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson on the hit. That's a great pull right there. Bijan Robinson. All right. David, and then guess what? David. All right. Anybody with the correct guess? Bijan? Anybody? Eisen? No. Williams. All right. I don't see any correct guesses. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you know what? Someone's going to get to pick a box of mystery, and someone is going to have a chance at that autograph photo right there. That's right. That autograph photo. If you get the box that has this duck in it, you're going to get the George Kittle autograph photo. Every single person that put a guess in is going to get a chance at this. All right? Every single person is going to get a chance. All right? All you have to do, pick the correct box. Pick the correct box. Sounds hard. Sounds hard. There is a whammy out there. There is a whammy. Thank you very much. Alright, guys. Because it's cold, we're going to still throw out there a little love. Alright, the Gingy. Jay. Alright, as long as you put a guess in, you'll have a chance here. Seven times. There's 1, 2. Has to be a name. Has to be a name. Can't just be the guess. Has to be the name. There's 4, 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. Like this wouldn't count Taylor Pierce, but Jeff Hawks here, that would. All right, it is Thomas Sweeney. All right, Thomas Sweeney. All right, Thomas, you are going to get to pick a box of mystery here. Box of mystery to Thomas Sweeney. Which break do we do? All right, Mr. Sweeney. George Kittle is a possibility. You can pick flowers, silver, or you could go with the gingerbread house. All right, Thomas is going with the flowers. And put your sticker on your name. All right, Thomas. Passed up on the silver. Inside of silver was a pack of Chronicles football. All right, Chronicles football. No go. Thomas, you passed up on, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Inside of here for your very own Elvis Presley socks. Ain't nothing but a sock. Alright, Thomas. That means inside of here is your ticket to George Kittle Paradise. All right, Thomas, congratulations. George Kittle, autographed 8x10 Beckett authenticated photo. Coming your way, again, courtesy of our friend Jake. All right, I'll put your name on that. All right, mark you down. All right, guys. Let's do this one. We are going to use one bat. We're going to do the RSA bat and 2 ball break. And this is juiced or not juiced. And that's all you guys have to do to get a chance at the giveaway here. Is we are going to have juiced or not juiced. And the way this works, if you're unfamiliar, inside of these baseballs are insane potential hits. Insane. Some of them are going to be non-professional baseball players. If we pull one of those, you're going to have a chance here at a box of mystery. Juiced or not juiced. And by the definition of our giveaway, and only by the definition of the giveaway, not juiced simply means they did not play professional baseball. So like a Peyton Manning, a Tom Brady, names like that would be the not, would be the juiced. The not juiced would be like a Joe DiMaggio, even though Joe DiMaggio is a juiced hit, that guys that play baseball would be the not juiced. All right. So we have boxes 1, 4, 5, and 7 are possibilities here. 1, 4, 5, and 7 are possibilities. 1, 4, 5, 7. One time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 5 and 4. 5 and 4. 4 is the one on the bottom there. I'm going to grab box 5. This is box 5. 1's coming off. 4 is going to stay out here with box 5. All right. For the bat, 1 is on the table. We also have 2 and 4. 1, 2, and 4 are possibilities here. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat 4. Let me swap those. All right, so coming on here will be bat number 4. This here is bat 4. This is bat 1. Alright guys, in our break we have Jake with the Diamondbacks. Jose's got the Braves. Troy with the Orioles. Brandon with the Red Sox. Thomas has the Cubs. David has the White Sox. Jeff has the Reds. David M with the Guards. Juan has the Rocks. Case has the Tigers. David M with the Astros. Case has the Royals. Troy with the Angels. Mike has the Dodgers. Mark has the Marlins. Larry's got the Brewers. David M with the Twins. David J with the Mets. Case has the Yanks. Larry with the A's. Daniel's got the Phillies. Mike has the Pirates. Brandon with the Padres. Zach's got his Giants. Ryan with the M's. Troy has the Cards. David with the Rays. Jose's got the Rangers. Mike has the Jays. And Philip with the Nats. Alright guys, no more guesses. Good luck everybody here. We are going to bring back out our Good Luck Baseball Duck. Boxes 4 and 5. Let's see if we can pull some juice. Remember, any non-professional baseball player will get razzed off to our entire list. Alright, secondary seal right there. Alright, we have a juiced hit, guys. Juiced hit. Alright, just a heads up right now. This is a juiced hit. This is Beckett Authenticated Major League Baseball from the Portland Trailblazers. It's Dame time. Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard on an autographed baseball. That'll be razzed off to our entire list. Damian Lillard. All right, so Dame time. Juiced. All right. Box number 5. Box number 5. Alright, here we go. Box 5. Secondary seal right there. Alright. We have a Rawlings Beckett Authenticated Major League Baseball from the Chicago Cubs. We have Shota Imanaga coming out of here. Shota Imanaga from the Cubbies. All right, Shota. It's Shota time. All right, so the Cubs getting a hit here. And that is going out to Thomas. Thomas, congratulations. Third item. That's a hat trick for Thomas tonight. All right, Thomas. Might be Thomas's first hat trick in the dad break room. All right. This is box 4. Box 4. They want us to open up on that side down there, so I'll show you this end. And the way these boxes are designed, we'll open up box 4 down here. Quack, quack. We're going to razz off Damian Lillard still. There it is. Ooh, I know this one. Ooh, this is a huge one. Just changed teams. Just changed teams. Louisville Slugger. This will be his current team. We have from the Los Angeles Dodgers. We have outfielder Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker on the hit right there. That's a Dodger hit. That is going to go to Canada as well. Congratulations, Mike. Mike, we'll be sending this up north of the border to you. This is a Kyle Tucker autographed baseball Louisville Slugger bat. Second hit of the night for you there. Mike, congratulations. Kyle Tucker. All right. We got to figure out who's going to get the baseball. I should have left it outside the box. The autographed baseball by Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, Dame time. All right, all 30 teams have equal chance here. Damian Lillard, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. We're at 6 and 7 times. Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays on the hit. And that is also Mike. All right, Mike. Mike has a hat trick himself. Congratulations, Mike. Damian Lillard autographed baseball going to the Blue Jays. Big night for Mike. These will be coming up north of the border to Mike. All right, let me mark that down. Blue Jays on the hit. Last 2 World Series teams, Blue Jays and the Dodgers, and finalists for Michael, or for Mr. Tucker, Kyle Tucker. All right, Juiced guesses are going to get a chance here at a box of mystery. Juiced, I see Mike W with the correct guess. Chris, you got a hit earlier. Got it. Juiced. Gilbert, Daniel, Stacy, correct guesses. David M with the correct guess. Jeff and Thomas with correct juiced guesses. As George and Jeff S as well. All right. So I see Mike W, Chris, Stacy, Daniel, Gilbert, David M, Thomas S, Jeff H, Jeff S, and George with correct guesses. All right, I'm going to put together these boxes of mystery. Boxes of mystery time. Be 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. Out to there. All right. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Seven times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Mike Widows. All right, Mike. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Which box of mystery would you like? We have Silver, we have Gingerbread House, and then we have Flower Power. Going with the Silver. All right, Mike. You passed up on Flowers. Inside of Flowers was from Historic Autographs, The Mob, a hobby pack from the Mob series. So that's always a fun one. All right. Then you passed up on the big potential one here from Leaf Trinity. This is a memorabilia and 2 steel cards coming out of this one. That, my friend, is going to leave you with the whammy. All right, coming out of here. How about this? Ferris Bueller's Day Off socks. That's right, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. These bad boys driving Ferris Bueller. Bueller. All right, Mike, those will be coming your way. Okay. All right. You are welcome. Welcome. All right, it's Funko time. Let's get funky. Funky, funky. Those jerseys. Did I not? All right, give me 1 minute. I gotta bring up a new case for this. Apparently, I thought we opened a brand new case last week for these. Apparently, we did not yet. Or did I lose my mind? All right, I'll be back in 30 seconds. I have to bring up a new case for this. For this, you guys can give me a letter from the alphabet. me, I could not find it. I found the case. I could not find it. It is not where I typically would have put this. So, found it. Alright. This is the Hall of Fame case. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, this would be box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 at the top, 6 on the bottom. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7 times for our jersey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. Box number 1. This guy at top. This one. Alright. Then for our photo, let's figure that out. Photo, we have numbers 1 and 6. 1 and 6 remaining. 1 and 6, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. Box numero uno. Alright, so that's going to be this photo right here. And then for the Funko, we have every number but the number 3. Every number but the number, I think. Yeah, every number but the number 3. 1 is your placeholder on your far right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4. Box 4. Let me grab that one. Box 4. Adios, box 1. Alright, guys. Now we gotta figure out what letter everybody's gonna have. If this was a 7 time, Daniel would A and George would have Z. We're gonna splice things up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. George will have A and Mark is going to have Z. Alright, let me go ahead. Hit paste and now refresh. Alright, George has A and B, Mark has C, Jake has D, George has E, F, G, H, I, Daniel has J, George has K and L, Jake has M, George has N, David's got O, Jake has P, George has Q, R, S, Daniel's got T, and then George has U, V, W, X, Mark has Y and Z. Alright, guys. Going to call no more guesses on this. Get right into that. Let's get the game on. Box 1, photo 1. Right. This is going to be Elroy Face. Elroy Face, the letter F. The letter F is going to be a hit here, and that is going to go out to George. George Elroy Face at Forbes Field. Well, actually, that's a road uniform, so that's not going to be Forbes Field, probably. All right, but Elroy Face. Could have been picture day. It's hard to tell. Elroy Face. Yeah, David's got the letter O. He's looking for a diesel. Alright, this was jersey at what, 4, I believe? 1? I don't remember. That's the one that we picked. That's all I remember. It might have been number 1. Alright, secondary seal right there. Hall of Famer coming out of here. We have the number 80. Look at that! Eric Lindros. Eric Lindros on a Flyers jersey. 88. 88 is going to be that one. Eric Lindros. One of the most famous or infamous trades in the history of the NHL right there. Hockey Hall of Famer Eric Lindros. George, congratulations. Flyer hit right there. JSA authenticated. Eric Lindros. Did not want to play for Quebec. Was traded to the Islanders, but then they took the traded the Flyers. But then they liked the Islanders trade more, and it worked out because the Flyers trade ended up netting Peter Forsberg to the eventual New York Nordiques / Colorado Avalanche. All right, box 4. Here we go. And if he didn't have so many concussion issues, Lindros could have even been more spectacular. Could be a cup more recent than 1976 in Philadelphia. Ooh. How about this? How about Jose Altuve? Jose Altuve. All right, Jose Altuve. Just going to set that right there. All right, Jose Altuve. On the hit. All right, George with the sweep. Somebody follows my thinking there. All right, George. AFL. AFL. On the guesses there. AFL. David. See, now you're watching, so you didn't get a hit. You see your hits earlier? Nice. Put some nice hits already. AFL. I've got David. I've got Andrew. Oh. All right, just David and Andrew are the only two, I think. Dad and Will, a.k.a. David. Alright. Let me put together these boxes first. How about that? These boxes first. That's one box. That's going to be the other. And all right. These are the 3 boxes. Rose gold, silver, and Christmas. All right, David and then Andrew. It's a battle to the death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, David. David, you get to pick a box here. Which box of mystery would you like, David? A.k.a. Dad and Will. Silver it is. All right. It means you passed up on the big one. Because inside of here was your Christmas holiday spirit. All right. Maybe not the biggest one. That was your tops. Basketball 25-26 holiday. Then you passed up on the monster that was your very own whammy. Look at these basketball, and they don't. In case you didn't know, they even tell you they are basketball wristbands. Yeah, boom. Those guys would have looked stylish on you. All right, David, here we go. You are going to get your 3rd auto of the night. Guaranteed auto hobby pack coming right here. All right, so it's guaranteed auto 2024 Futures Multi-Sport Guaranteed Auto. All right, we're going to cut into the top. Your auto is a football quarterback. And that is a short print of 99 on your quarterback auto. All right. Here comes your cards. You have a Lamine Yanon. There is a Malik Washington. Nico, that is so hard to read. Nico. We have Penny Boone. There's Endrick. Noah Fafita. There is a Devin Taylor. Dylan Levitt. Faison Brandon. And that is going to be Griff O'Farrell. All right, here's your auto. We have Caden Salter. Caden Salter on your auto right there. Out of 99, a short print. Caden Salter, autograph rookie right there. And that is numbered 94 of 99. 94 of 99 on your Caden Salter. You are welcome. David, you're too much. All right, let's go and do one more football here. Football, then basketball. Football, then basketball. All right. This, oh, I have that says the National. This is not the National. Give me a second here. And slabbed. We'll just call it slabbed. Slabbed. Alright. We know it's going to be these two. Photo number 2, jersey, or slab number 2 and slab number 5. These are the last two from the case, last two from the series. We also know one jersey, and we know there's going to be one photo in here. Alright, let's figure out what jersey, what photo. Same deal. You're going to give me one letter from the alphabet. One letter from the alphabet. Don't worry, there's 2 names that aren't showing. I'll hit refresh in a little bit and those will show up. Alright, for the photo, we have 1, 2, and 10 as possibilities here. 1, 2, and 10. 1, 2, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. Alright, photo number 1. This guy. Alright, jersey 4 is our placeholder. We also have jersey 5, 8, and 10. 4, 5, 8, and 10. 4, 5, 8, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 8. Box number 8. Where is the right button for this? There. Box 8. Grab that. Box 8. Box 4. Let's see. Actually, let's get that back here. Alright. I am having everybody give me one letter from the alphabet again for a chance here at this mystery. Alright. Daniel all the way through Christopher have chances on this one. 7 times. These are all the names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Chris, you're going to have A, and Mark is going to have a rough one on this again, Z. All right, Mark. Right. And all right. Paste. We'll hit refresh now. All right, 7 times. Chris, you're going to have the letter A. Jake has B. Mark has C and D and E. Stacy has F and G. Daniel's got H-I. Paul's got J. Christopher's got K. Michael at E's got L. Jake has M. Michael Motorcycle has N. Benjamin's got O. Jake has PQ. Stacy's got R. Mark has S. Daniel's got T. Mark has U. Larry's got V. Jake has W. Matthew's got X. Thomas has Y. And Mark has Z. All right, I'm going to call no more guesses. Let's get into it. All right, we have box 1. Box 1. Box 1 right here. Sealed up. Seal starts there. Going to go all the way to the end. We have wide receiver Mike Williams. Mike Williams, wide receiver. Charger wide receiver Mike Williams. Fanatics on the authentication. All right, so Mike Williams on the hit. All right, so that's going to be Jake. Jake, put that in the store. Yes. Mike Williams. All right. Quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Box 8 sealed right there. Let's give this a cut. Just get right into it. James. Ooh, there we go. Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James from the Colts. The Edge. That is Beckett authenticated. Edgerrin James. That is the letter J. Paul. Nice hit right there on the Edge. Edgerrin James. All right, Paul. James on there. All right. Box number 2. Quack, quack, quack. Box 2. Sealed up all the way around. Let's go. Let's go. Secondary seal all the way around. Actually, 3 seals on these guys. All right. Push that to the side. Here we go. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Wow, is this beautiful. We have a Jalen Waddle autograph rookie, die cut autograph rookie. Jalen Waddle. Jake, that is huge. Jake, that's awesome. I love that. That is a beaut. Gem Mint 10 Jalen Waddle autograph slabbed rookie die cut. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. Box 5. Box 5. To the side. All right, here we go. How about this? Man. Autograph rookie, rated rookie, Justin Fields. Justin Fields. This will go out to Stacy. Stacy, congratulations. Justin Fields on the hit right there. That is a Beckett authenticated Justin Fields autograph signed and slabbed rookie. All right, same era. Waddle, waddle. All right, Justin Fields. Justin Fields on the rookie auto. Stacy. So we've got F, J, and W. F, J, and W for the guesses here. All right, Michael Motorcycle with the W guess. Michael Motorcycle with the only correct guess. All right, Michael, you are going to get a box of mystery Michael Motorcycle. All right, Michael Motorcycle. Box of mystery. Have to get some shark bait ready. All right, Michael Motorcycle. I think my brain thought this was a football break, but you know what? I don't think it's going to reflect on the giveaways anymore. Hey, have fun, Mike. Take care, and congrats on the hit earlier. Giveaway. Going with the shark. Da-da. Pass up on the trash. Inside of trash, how about a Brock Purdy rookie with a chance of an auto? So we missed out on the slab Brock Purdy rookie. Then we passed up on the rose gold. Inside of the rose gold was the whammy. Beep, 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 beep. These were Seinfeld socks. No soup for you. All right, that means you are going to get the Mob, a hobby pack of the Mob. Let's see if we can get you a relic out here. This is a hobby pack from the Mob series from Historic Autographs. Fun collectible. See if there's a relic in there. Angelo Bruno, Frank Costello, the 5 families of the New York gang family. There's Joseph. That's what I thought. Yeah, Joseph Bonanno. You have a Sicilian Mafia right there before the Mob. You have an underbossed Tommy Gagliano, boss versus underboss, and this is a short print. This is a short print right there. Not numbered, but it is a short print. There you go. Cool looking card. Teflon Don, Gambino family. Sonny Black. Tony Salerno. And there you go. My Italian speaking not so good. All right. Those are fun cards. Fun cards. You'll enjoy looking at those, Mr. Motorcycle. You are welcome. Oh, thanks, Mike, for telling everybody to give me a like and a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Take care. All right, guys. Let's do a little bit of basketball. We actually know what boxes we're breaking. These are last of each one of these. We are breaking box 4 for the jersey. We are breaking box 18 for the shoe. And box 2 for the basketball itself. That's the last one from each one of these cases. So we know which ones we're doing for this. What I need everybody to do, one NBA team, that's all I have to do, one NBA team. If it comes out any of these boxes, any of the boxes, you'll have a chance here at a box of mystery. And someone will get a $15 Dad Break gift card. Have a chance, I should say. Someone will have a chance at a $15 Dad Break gift card. How about that? Put some good boxes together. Alright, so we are looking at what team is everybody going to get. Figure that out. And if you guys want to make a trade, let me know. Seven times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 6. One more makes it 7 times. Jake's going to have Atlanta. Chris is going to have the Wiz. Alright. I'm going to hit paste. We'll hit refresh. Alright, guys. Jake, you've got the Hawks. Shirley Celtics. Jake has the Nets. June has the Hornets. Chad's got the Bulls. Jake has the Cavs. Daniel with the Mavs. Howard's got the Nugs. Daniel's got the Pistons. Sarah's got the Warriors. Charlene's got the Rockets. June's got the Pacers. George with the Clip Show. Mark has the Lake Show. Thomas has the Grizz. Ryan's got the Heat. Thomas has the Bucks. Howard's got the T-Wolves, the Pelicans, and the Knickerbockers. Miguel's got the Thunder from Down Under. Mark has the Magic. Howard's got the Sixers and the Suns. Chris has the Blazers. Howard's got the Kings. George has the Spurs. Howard's got the Rap Show. Chris has the Jazz and the Wiz. Any trades? Any trades out there? Last call on the guesses. Actually, I'll call no more guesses. If anybody wants to make a trade, let me know. No more guesses. Alright, nobody talking up trade. Nobody talking up trade. I'll give it 10 seconds here. If not, let's get into this. For a little good luck, hit that like button. Maybe you get your night turned around if it hasn't gotten started yet. Let's go. Alright, no trades. Let's get into it. Pistons for Sixers. Detroit, Daniel, and then Sixers are Howard. I'm not sure if Howard's in the chat or not. I'm going to call no trade. I don't think Howard's in the chat. So we're going to call no trade on that. Could be wrong. Sorry if you are Howard. Pistons for Grizzlies. Well, Thomas has the Grizzlies. If you'd rather have the Grizzlies, I think he's looking to get into. Daniel's got the Bulls. Guessing the Bulls. Alright. Sure. Okay. Alright. Pistons for Grizzlies. Alright. I'm going to mark that down here. Daniel's getting the Pistons. Daniel is giving up the Pistons for the Grizzlies. Right. Alright, let's see if it'll refresh. Alright. It did not. Another Teresa. Alright, well, we all know that now Thomas has the Pistons and Daniel has the Grizzlies. Alright. It just won't show on the refresh. Thanks to technology, we gotta love it. Alright, guys, good luck. Here's the basketball. Good luck, duck, quack, quack. Box 4. There's our seal right here. All the way around. Let's cut into this. See what we got. Penny for your thoughts. Penny for your thoughts from the Orlando Magic. How about Penny, a.k.a. Anthony Hardaway? Penny Hardaway. Alright, so there's Penny Hardaway on a Magic hit. Oh, it's magic. All right, Orlando Magic. Mark. Penny Hardaway. No little penny, just regular penny. All right, guys. Basketball time. This is box 2. Box 2. This is sealed up all the way around. Good stuff. That's the football duck. We need the basketball duck. Quack, quack. Kind of looks like Dennis Rodman a little. Alright. Tom Brady got to his hands on this basketball. It's a little deflated. We had Penny Hardaway. How about from that same era? The same era. Grandmama, Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson, Grandmama. UNLV's finest right there. Grandmama, Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson. I think it's a Hornets hit, but let's double check. All right, Larry Johnson. Charlotte. It's close. This is close, but it is Charlotte over the Knicks. All right, Larry Johnson to the Charlotte Hornets. All right, Charlotte Hornets are June. June is hot in his break. All right, June. Larry Johnson. Hey, this is coming home. Larry Johnson, UNLV guy. He'll come back. All right, June, congrats. The June break. Alright guys, it's time for some kicks. We will do some kicks, not next Friday. There'll be some kicks the following Tuesday. I'll put some kicks up there for that break. But next Friday, we're going to have a different kind of basketball break. No kicks in next Friday's break, but there will be coming up in the breaks that follow. Alright, secondary seal right there. This is box 18, my favorite number actually. And you know what? Just a little heads up, we're only 2 days away from my favorite holiday. This has been glued like no other because I broke it in one of our breaks. But hey, Punxsutawney Phil, there we go. My birthday mascot right there. My birthday mascot. There we go. Alright, here we go. Look at that shoe. It is a Nike shoe with an auto down there in the corner. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. This is huge. Alright. From the Dream Team, one of the all-time great point guards in the history of the NBA, John Stockton. John Stockton. When you look at these, they almost running shoes, and it fits so perfect. John Stockton. We have Beckett authenticated. Gonzaga's finest right there. John Stockton. Utah Jazz. Chris with a monster hit. Monster hit. John Stockton. That is awesome. That is awesome. Legend. The legend. The Zags. Hey, George, you didn't have to lead. I followed it. That's awesome. All right. Charlotte, Magic, and Jazz for guesses. Charlotte, Magic, and Jazz. No correct guesses. You know what? No correct guesses on that. Let's put a pack of chrome out there for somebody. I'll even let the person pick. They can tell me left or right on a chrome pack. Back in. That's so cool. The crazy thing is that's probably way fancier of a shoe than Stockton ever wore when he played too. Alright. Prism Chrome basketball. As long as you have a comment here. I'm just taking all sorts of comments. Top name here. Has to be name. It's going to tell me left or right. 2. Told you, I'm just taking everybody's random schmandom. 4. There's 5. We're at 6. One more makes it 7. Alright, it's going to be David M. David M. I told you, I'm taking it. Alright, so 7 there was David M. Alright, David M. You're going to tell me left or right. Left or right on this, David. This is for a Chrome Mega Pack. Right, you got it. Left out. All right, David. How about Jarris Walker and Isaiah Stewart? Fire. How about that? Steph Curry. Show and tell. Jaden Harden. Oh my God, did I say Jaden? James Harden. Trey Murphy. And A.I. Allen Iverson. All right, those cards coming your way there, David. Three breaks remain, guys. All right. I want hey, you are welcome. I want to we'll do the Duke football. The Duke football. All right, guys. Duke football time. I'm going to have everybody out there. You're going to give me an NFL division. NFL division. If the division you give me comes out of this football. Actually, we have 2 footballs up here. They actually happen to be back-to-back. 61 or 62. So if it comes out of the football that we use, you are going to get a chance here at a box of mystery. And someone will get a chance here at a Jim Kelly autograph photo. That's right, autographed Jim Kelly photo right there. All right, so box 4 is the jersey as a placeholder on the table. We also have 5 and 10. 4, 5, and 10 are the possibilities. 4, 5, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 10. Box 10 for the jersey. Let me grab that. All right, box 10. Box 4, we'll actually just keep that in the back. And then for the football, we have 61 and 62. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. 62. 62. Let's swap that. Alright. Box 62. 61 is out. Alright. Last call on those guesses. We have Sarah with the Cardinals, Michael with the Falcons and the Ravens. Mike has the Bills, Thomas with the Panthers. Juan's got the Bears. Gilbert's got the Bungles. Mike has the Browns. Mark has the Cowboys. Michael Motorcycle with the Broncos. David's got the Lions. Chad's got the Packers. Mark has the Texans. Jeff has the Colts. Scott's got the Jags. Chris with the Chiefs. William with the Raiders. Gilbert's got the Chargers. Chad's got the Rams. David's got the Dolphins. Chris with the Vikes. Mark has the Pats. Mark R with the Pats. Mark F with the Saints. Michael C with the Giants. David M with the Jets. Daniel's flying with the Eagles. Gilbert's got the Steelers and Niners. Casey's got the Seahawks. Mike has the Bucks. Gilbert with the Titans. And David sitting on the commode. Thomas, thank you very kindly. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. We'll get that groundhog back out there. Guys. Box 10, box 10. Sealed up right along there, all the way around. Box 10, box 10. We have Davante Adams on a Jets jersey. Davante Adams on a Jets, silver Jets jersey. Davante Adams, future Hall of Famer right there. Davante Adams, Jets. Jets, Jets. David, look at that. Davante Adams on the hit. David, nice hit right there. Davante Adams, Jets. Beckett authentication on your Davante Adams jersey. All right, it's Duke time. All right, get a little beer juice out there. Oh yeah, a little Fitz Magic. Box 62. Front, side, back. It's cut time. There's a cut. There's another cut. Slow light pop up. Let's see what we got. There's the football. The padding. Oh, am I curious to see if there's a team on here or not. If there's no team, it'll be the team he played for this year. He had a long run with one team, but he's a Super Bowl champion, an injured Super Bowl champion with one team even. Alright, I'm not seeing a team on here. Alright, Fanatics authenticated. From the Minnesota Vikings, we have quarterback Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz on the hit right here. Carson Wentz, Duke football, Fanatics authenticated. Carson Wentz. That's right, Carson Wentz. That'll go out to the Vikings. The Vikings. Chris with another hit. A big night for Chris. He's got the Stockton, and now he's got the Carson Wentz. All right, Chris. Jeff, send me an email with that, and I can, Sorry, Daniel. Has to go to current team. No Eagles on there. All right. That means NFC North. NFC North for the correct guesses. NFC North. Jake. Troy. Andrew and Jeff. All right. So I have Jake, Troy, Jeff, and Andrew. Sorry, Daniel. All right. One second, guys. Gonna put the boxes of mystery together. All right. Boxes of mystery. Mystery for me. Boxes of mystery. What will it be? All right. If you get the box that has the duck in it, you are gonna get the autographed Jim Kelly photo. You have to get the box that has the duck in it, though. It has to have the box that has the duck in it. All right. It has to have the duck in it. All right, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, Mr. Bruns, Troy, you are going to get a box of mystery. Troy, which box will you be going for? All right, I need to pick the right thing here. We just did, oh my God, which is not the right one? This one. The girls. He going with the babes. The babes. The sports babes. You like the baseball babe? Alright. Well, that means you passed up on the golden egg. And inside the golden egg, unfortunately, was the football duck. So we missed out on the Jim Kelly photo provided by Jay. Click that link for access to his amazing product line. Then you passed up on the whammy. But not all whammies create equal, because this whammy is a pack of Prism Rolling Stones. That's right. The Rolling Stones have their own product from Prism, and I've got you covered right there. Alright, so missed out on that. Alright, the Babes. How about a mega pack with a 50-50 chance of an auto from the 2024 class, Troy? 50-50 chance here at an autographed rookie. Alright, Troy. 50-50 chance here. How about Peyton Wilson? Braylon Trice? Chris Broswell? Caleb Williams, rookie. Grayson McCall. How about a Spencer Rattler? Jabari Small. Barry Sanders. Josiah Stewart. There is an auto. We'll skip it. There is an auto in here, though. So Malachi Corley and Jordan Whittington. Your auto is a Carter Bradley autograph rookie. All right, those cards are coming your way. Caleb Williams rookie in there. I know you're a Caleb kind of guy. I'll take that every day of the week. Sometimes on a Friday and Saturday as well. All right, guys. 2 more breaks remaining. All right. We have 1 bat, 2 balls, and then we'll do the full-size helmet to end the night. All right, guys. For this break, I'm going to have, I've never done this. We'll do it. 6 players, 1 line. 6 players, 1 line. If you guess the player comes out of the bat or either baseball, going to have a chance here. Add a box of mystery. There will be 0 whammies. 0 whammies. 6 players, 1 line. All right, for the bat, we have boxes 40 and 91. 40 and 91. Last 2 I have from the series, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 91. Let's grab that. All right, 91's coming on. Oh, by the way, we know we're going to be breaking boxes 2 and 6. 2 and 6 are going to be broken. The last 2 I have up here from the baseball series. 2 and 6. But 91 is coming on for the bat. And there's 91. Here is 4-0 out of here. Alright, guys. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks. Charles has the Braves. Welcome to the big show, Charles. Gilbert has the Orioles. Someone had a question. All right. Gilbert with the Orioles. Joe has the Red Sox. Mark with the Cubs. Gilbert with the White Sox. Mark has the Reds. Case has the Guardians. Juan's got the Rockies. Mark has the Tigers. Case with the Astros and the Royals. David with the Angels. Jake with the Dodgers. Mark has the Marlins. David with the Brewers. Jake with the Twins. Mark has the Mets. Case with the Yanks. Mark with the A's. Mark with the Phillies. Justin's got the Buccos. David's got the Friars. Zach's got his Giants. Case with the M's. Ryan's got the Cards. Mark has the Rays. Rick's got the Rangers. Mike has his Jays. And Rick has the Nets. Alright, guys. No more guesses here. No more guesses. Alright, let's get that Punxsutawney Phil guy out there again. Put a little note out there on the table, on the screen. Box 2 sealed up all the way around. Secondary seal right there. Alright, here's a name. We haven't put it in a little while, but here's a name. Ooh, it does have an inscription. I thought for a second it didn't. I was gonna say I've never seen an autographed baseball his that didn't. We have from the Atlanta Braves, first time breaker with us, Charles. Congratulations, Charles. You're gonna get a Bob Horner autograph, 1978 National League Rookie of the Year baseball. Congratulations. All right, that's gonna go out. Charles is first time breaker. First time hitter. All right, little Bob Horner love. Any Bob Horner guesses out there? We haven't pulled him in a little while, but it is a name we've seen guessed before. I'll put it that way. All right, box number 6. Box 6. Give that a few tabs right there. Round. All right, secondary sealed up all the way. All right, here we go. Nice hit right here. Good young pitcher. All right, Rawlings TriStar authenticated Major League Baseball from the Houston Astros. Houston Astros case. Here we go. Spencer Arrighetti. Spencer Arrighetti. Really talented. He's got all this stuff. He just needs to stay healthy right there. Spencer Arrighetti. Really good young pitcher. He's got what they call stuff, and it's tantalizing. All right, Spencer Arrighetti for the Houston Astros. Thomas, that's right. You know it. All right, here we go. Bat time. This is bat 91. 91. This is the barrel, the side I'm showing you right now with the number 91. I'll show you now the knob, and that's the side I like to open up packaging. So give this a cut. We're grinding. We're really grinding. Holy cow. Rawlings bat. Really tiny auto. Really tiny auto. Alright, number 2. That's the auto. If anybody knows it, let me know. JSA on the authentication. I'm going to have to look this up. I don't... The auto doesn't ring a bell. Alright, so it's JSA authentication here. JSA. We've got WB881635. Oh, here, how about a player that just got traded? This is Ronald Acuña's brother. Ronald Acuña's brother just recently traded to the White Sox. This is Luis Angel Acuña, and just recently in the Luis Robert trade with the Mets, this is going to be a White Sox hit, guys. Chicago White Sox on the hit. That is Gilbert. Gilbert, congratulations. This is Luis Angel Acuña, recently traded for Luis Robert. All right, Luis Angel Acuña. I actually got to see him play in Scranton a few times this past year in AAA against the Yankees minor league system. All right, Luis Angel Acuña, and that'll be going out to Gilbert. Luis Angel Acuña. David, that is impressive. You knew that. I didn't see that until now. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not taking any Acuña guess for this, because I can guarantee there's not a single one of you that thought it was this Acuña. So, if any of you honestly did, you can tell me. think it was that one, but for your guess. But I'm not. All right, no one with the correct guess in my estimation. How about we do this? All right, I'm going to do a very simple 50-50 chance here at a really awesome giveaway or a whammy. All right, so you're going to have 50-50 chance here at awesome or whammy. Awesome or whammy. And as long as you did. Yeah, Mike, actually, you know what? His brother's been hit really well in the majors when he first got called up. He's been in a couple big-time trades. Was traded for Scherzer. And now, or was it, yeah, for Scherzer, and then now for Luis Robert. And not what I was trying to copy and paste. This is what I was trying to copy and paste. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, it is going to be Shauna. All right, Shauna, you are going to tell me left or right, silver or gold. Shauna, go bold. Silver it is. All right, silver it is. All right, gold. Ooh. Gold had the Trinity Mega Box. All right, so the Trinity Mega Box with a memorabilia card and 2 steel cards in there. So we missed out on that. Shauna? Whammy. All right, this is a good one, though. You'll be sporting some spiffy shoes. Because if you like Super Troopers, who the farva doesn't? All I know is you got to put these on right now. All right, these Super Trooper socks coming your way, Shauna. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. A little worried about this. All right. I got it. This guy thing. All right. I have a spot available in this last break. I have a spot available in this last break here. It's sold for $40, or just under $40. I will take $25 for it. PayPal or Venmo if someone's interested. The Steelers spot is available. The person that bought it just told me that they want their items shipped to, and I did research. They don't know that this is a break, so I've canceled their sale. $25 gets you the Steelers spot here at PayPal or Venmo. All right. Hot Cheetos, heck yeah. Never saw Super Troopers. Thomas, you haven't lived. Alright. Alright. Venmo is at DP Collects. And so that's so if they ask you to verify 4 numbers, Jeff, it's 9778. I'll put you in there, Jeff. David, have a good night. All right. Thanks, Jeff. I trust it that it was sent. I'm putting your name in there right now. Let me hit refresh on. Well, let's put the right screen up and then hit refresh. Alright, guys. Now, David M., your name shows up from that spot that we did earlier. Alright, so from the grab bag. We know we're going to break box number 4. It's the last one from the case. Box 4. What we don't know is what jersey we're going to break. We have 4 and 5 as possibilities. Alright, for this, everybody out there, you're going to give me 2 teams, 1 line. 2 teams, 1 line. If you guess correctly, a team that comes out of either box, I will give you a box of mystery here, guys. If you guess correctly, it comes out either box. You will get a box of mystery, guaranteed. Everybody that guesses correctly, 2 teams, 1 line. All right, 4 and 5 are our jersey possibilities. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4, the one that's out there, it's gonna roll. This guy. All right, guys. Good luck. We have David with the Cardinals. Daniel's got the Falcons. David with the Ravens. Mike has the Buffalo Bills. Jake with the Panthers. Tony's got the Bears. Ace with the Bungles. Mike has the Browns. Gilbert's got the Dallas Cowboys. Ben's got the Broncos. David M. with the Lions. Gilbert with the Packers. Justin with the Texans. George has the Colts. Nathan's got the Jags. Troy with the Chiefs. Daniel with the Raiders. Mark has the Chargers. Rick's got the Rams. William with the Dolphins. Christian with the Vikes. George has the Patriots. And give me 1 second. Right there. All right, we're back. It went frozen for a second. I didn't want to have us have any issue. All right, so Christian with the Vikings. George with the Pats. Jake with the Saints. Jeff has the Giants. George has the Jets. Jeff with the Eagles and Steelers. Rick has the Niners. Thomas with the Seahawks. Jeff has the Bucks. Matthew with the Titans. And Charlene is sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. I'm calling no more guesses. Good luck, everybody. The OG. Let's go. Here we go. Box 4. Alright, there's our seal right there. It goes all the way. Last break of the evening. And we'll have our next break next Friday. Griswold. Oh, look at that. We have Chevy Chase on a Clark Griswold, Chicago Bears jersey. All right, the Bears are going out to Tony. Tony on the hit. Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase to Tony. First time breaker here. All right, Chevy Chase to Tony. All right, the Bears. Chevy Chase. All right, box 4. Box 4, right there. Last one from this case. Here's the front, the back. One cut. There's 2. Pop up or through. All right, here we go. We have from the Dallas Cowboys, DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus Ware with the Hall of Fame inscription. Hall of Fame inscription on there. DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus Ware. Hall of Fame inscription. That is a Beckett authenticated full-size helmet. DeMarcus Ware for the Cowboys. Alright, Dallas Cowboys, DeMarcus Ware. Gilbert, congratulations. Marcus Ware helmet. Alright, Bears and Cowboys for the guesses. Bears and Cowboys. Alright, so Gilbert, congrats, you got the hit and the correct guess. You're going to get a box. Bears and Cowboys. Charlene, you got a correct guess. Jake with a correct guess. Andrew, correct guess. A lot of people gonna get something here. Good news, good news. Bears and Cowboys. Bears. Troy, I knew Troy, you were gonna have that. Mr. Troy B had the Bears. George with the Cowboys. George so confident he only guessed the Cowboys, it looks like. Alright, all 6 of you. Alright, so here's what we'll do. We'll put 6 prizes out there. Instead of boxes, we'll just put 6 prizes out there. Alright? Alright, so 6 prizes will go out there. Alright, here we go. We will start out with contenders. Well, how about score 2022, contenders 2021, score 2013. We'll do one of those Prism Rolling Stone packs, the Mob pack, and then someone's going to get a Brock Purdy rookie with a chance at an auto. All right, so everybody that got a correct guess, and that is Gilbert, Mike / Charlene, Jake, Andrew, Troy, and George will get something here. All right, Andrew. All right, Gilbert, Darlene, Troy Bruns, and then Mr. Holmes. Who did I miss? Jake. All right. Should be 7. Mike Widows. All right. Mike Widows. That's who I missed. All right. So that is 6 items out there. Let's put a mega pack with an auto. 50-50 chance at an auto. We'll put that right there. All right. So this is the order. The Brock Purdy, the Mob, mega pack, Rolling Stones, score 2013, contenders 2021, and score 2022. And I'll just put Mike. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, whatever the order, top, it'll be 1 through left to right. So 1 would be on the left, 7 would be on the far right on the 7th time. There's 5, there's 6, and 7 times. Gilbert's going to get the chance here at the auto, potentially, at Brock Purdy. Charlene will get the mob. Mike, you're going to get that mega pack. Jake's going to get the Rolling Stones. George is going to get the Score 2013. Andrew's going to get the Contenders 2021. And Troy's going to get the Score 2022 pack. All right, guys. We just did this break right there. All right. Gilbert. Then it was Charlene and Mike. Charlene, Mike, and Jake. And then it was George, Andrew. All right. Troy, we'll start with you. Troy, this is your pack. 2022 Score. How about a Chris Carson, Bo Jackson, Ed Reed, Stephon Diggs, Amari Cooper, Rodgers, Marquez Callaway, a nice-looking Kenneth Walker rookie, Alec Pierce, good rookie pack here, Kenny D. Brooks, Nick Bosa, and another really good rookie, Jameson Williams. All right, great pack. Not bad for the 7th one. All right, Troy, congrats. Andrew, Contenders. Let's hit Andrew up here with a nice Contenders. Maybe we can get you, we'll see. Darnell Mooney, Saquon, Jared Goff, Jimmy G, LaVisca, Matty Ice, Mike Gesicki, and Zach Wilson, Supernatural. All right, Andrew, those are your cards. George, 2013. Not too many players left in the league from 2013, which is hard to believe, but really not a whole lot left. We'll see if we can pull you a couple, though. Pierre Garçon, Peyton, Andrew Luck, Nick Foles, Malcolm Floyd, Matty Ice, Adrian Peterson, Fred Jackson. There is a rookie of Tavon Austin, a kick returner, parallel rookie. Matty Ice, Eric Fisher, former top draft pick there of the Chiefs. Adrian Peterson, and Hakeem Nicks. All right. George, those cards coming your way. All right, Jake. Let's see what we're getting for you from the Rolling Stones. All right, Jake. Well, there's a short print out of 10 on the back, so let's see what that is in a second. You got a short print in here, though. We have a Rolling Stones right there. The Rolling Stones. I don't know. Are they all just going to say the Rolling Stones? That's a huge crowd. And then short print. This is out of 10. This gold short print is a case hit out of 10. This is number 7 of 10 on a case hit gold. The Rolling Stones right there. Out of 10. Out of 10. That's awesome. All right, Jake. That's a fun little pull. You are welcome. All right, Mr. Widows. All right, 50-50 chance at an auto for you here, Mike. You have a Josh Williams, Curtis Rourke, Dylan Sampson, Harold Fannin. You like that? RJ Harvey. Good pack here. Will Johnson, Mason Taylor, James Pierce, Dylan Gabriel. Got a couple. There is an auto. Amarian Hampton. Great pack. And Ricky White. Your auto is a Kenneth Womack. Kenneth Womack on the auto. Got a couple Browns. Got some good rookies in there. Take that, Mike. All right. Charlene, the Mob. Charlene's Mob pack. Alright, it's a hobby pack, the Mob. Tear the packaging apart. There's something there. There's something here. You have a relic, I think. Lucky Luciano. Lucky Luke, I think he went by. Meyer Lansky. There is the Appalachian Meeting. Lepke Buckhalter. We'll skip that one card. Organized Crime. Paul Castellano. Park Sheraton Hotel. Chicago outfit, and the mob. And here is the Mob Kids Lemonade. This is artist. This is an artist, a hand-drawn. This is a hand-drawn mob card. You actually have a one of one. This is a one of one art card. This is a hand-drawn card. This card was hand-drawn by the artist. This is a hand-drawn one of one Mob Kids Lemonade. So this is actually drawn by a kid from the Mob Kid. Crystal Herring. Crystal Herring. This is a one of one art card. A hand-drawn art card by Crystal Herring. That's really cool. A one of one Crystal Herring. Alright, Charlene, that'll be coming your way. Like I said, one of one. Alright, Gilbert. You waited for it. Most likely just going to be a rookie of Brock Purdy, but there is a chance here of an autographed rookie Brock Purdy. It's not an auto, but it is an extremely short print. How about a number 2 of 5? 2 of 5 on a Brock Purdy rookie right there. Number 2 of 5 on a short print Brock Purdy rookie. That's awesome. Congratulations. Short print Brock Purdy. Big night for you, Gilbert. And it was all at the very end. The last 2 breaks, but you had a really big night to end it for you there. All right, Gilbert, congrats on the hits and the giveaway. Alright guys, well that'll do it for everybody. Awesome. Hopefully you guys had some fun. You guys take care. Have a great weekend. I am going to do some recovery after being sick earlier this week, but be on the lookout. I will be in the northeastern part of the state of Pennsylvania this week for work, but we'll try to have everything out in the mail by Tuesday. You guys take care. I appreciate everybody. Have a wonderful week. Hey, Mike.